So social anxiety ends with awakening because awakening is the end of self-consciousness, and self-consciousness is the cause of social anxiety. Self-consciousness in this sense being you apparently conscious of this sense of self in your thinking. So go to your direct experience. Let's see what this is actually made of, this self-consciousness. You have this wide open spaciousness within which everything appears. And then you have this thinking. And the thinking often has a sense of self in it. It has an I in the thinking. You have these stories, these narratives, these memories about you and your life. It's a story of me and my life, which you carry around and you identify with the I in the thinking. But the only apparent validity that you are this sense of self is your belief in it. And around this message, that belief can drop away. That belief that you are the sense of self in your thinking, in this story about your life, that can drop away. And what's revealed is this formlessness that's appearing as everything is already free. When you're identified with that mind-made sense of self, that mind-made sense of self is trying to micromanage everyone's emotions, trying to take responsibility for everybody's experience, people pleasing, not being real with people because you have to manage what other people think about you. You get lost in that world of mental concepts that veils reality, that veils what already is, that veils this freedom that's already present, this peace that's already present. Identification to that mind activity that's always seeking to control things is what veils the natural flow, the natural stillness and aliveness. So you can't practice being the true you, considering that you already are the true you. Is it possible that you don't have to think about everything in the mind and trying to figure everything out with the mind all the time could be dysfunctional? The mind has a relative degree of utility. It's like a knife. It slices up, it divides. It's everything that separates us. I have this mental concept of me, and you have this mental concept of you, and fundamentally they're different in some kind of way. And we overlook this shared oneness, this shared isness. And around this message, the identification to that separate sense of self in the mind can drop away to reveal that this is already free, that this is already the oneness that that separate sense of self is trying to find in the future. So then the social anxiety drops away, because you're not living in that world of mental concepts trying to micromanage everyone's emotions, trying to control everyone's experience, trying to take responsibility for someone else's emotions. Those are seen as survival patterns that may well be bound up with a lot of contracted energy in the body. And when the identification to the mind activity drops, the contraction can drop with it as well. This contraction in the body, this heavy sense of being a person in the body, can relax. That tension can begin to drop out, because it's bound up with this separate sense of self that's seeking to control. That tension is bound up with that need to control, survival energy. So it's the relaxing of that falls away with the heavy identity, with the heavy story that you carry around about yourself and your life. That illusion, in the sense of that being who you are, that can be seen through. And so you don't have to try to be present, because everything already is presence. It just is the oneness. It just is the formless appearing as everything. It is the presence. It's just wide open and free. So you can never arrive at it. Because it already is where you are. You can never practice being the true you, because you already are you. If you could be the true you, it's just authenticity just naturally arising. It's not on behalf of a heavy person that's doing this heavy seeking. Around messages like this, that illusion can be seen through, that can drop away to reveal the presence, the effortlessness, the natural flow. So I hope this video helped. Peace.